if she does not get nominated for Best Actress of this year, I would be disappointed, because this is one of the best acted actresses that I have seen in 2024. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is On The Brinker, and today I'm going to review the latest dark rom-com film, and that film is Anora. This film is directed by Sean Baker, who directed The Florida Project, and this movie stars Mikey Madison. A sex worker from Brooklyn gets her chance at a Cinderella story when she meets and marries the son of the Elgaruch. Once the news reaches Russia, her fairy tale is threatened as the parents set out for New York to get the marriage annulled. So, this is one of those movies that we've all been hearing very high praises for at the Cannes Film Festival. And I got a chance to see a very early screening of this film right here in Melbourne. And I gotta say, guys, it was a great screening. I think the audience reactions for this film is fantastic. I thought the cinema that I went to is awesome. And I went to this film for curiosity, not knowing what to expect. I have not seen any of Sean Baker's films. I know The Florida Project, everyone's saying that film is fantastic. I haven't got a chance to see it. So this is the very first Sean Baker film that I am seeing. And Mikey Madison, I've seen this actress. I loved her in Scream 5, and also she was great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This is her first lead role. But I've been hearing great praises for this film. A lot of people saying this is one of the best films of the year. Mikey Madison better get nominated. So I went into this film pretty blind, not knowing what to expect throughout this film. And holy shit, guys. I was not expecting this film to be the way it is. I went into this film not knowing what to think. And right when I got out of Anora, this film absolutely blew me away. This is one of those films where it goes in aspects where you're not expecting. And it became, to me, probably in my top 5 favorite films of the year. I loved Anora from start to finish. This is one of those films where after I walked out, I was thinking, yes, this is going to be one of those films that is not for everybody. If you are not fans of films that are just completely stressful and crowded and does not stop, don't go see this film. This film will probably give you a headache for some people, because this film is wild. Fucking wild without spoiling it. In a really good way for me. And I gotta give props to Sean Baker directing this film, because absolutely, he definitely directed this film extremely well. The way the movie looks, the color schemes, the camera shots in the film is really well done in this film. The way the film progresses when it comes to the story and stuff, it's one of those things where you are curious to see what's going to happen throughout it. And then when it does happen, you're definitely in for a wild ride. I gotta say, one of my biggest positives with this film, and probably one of the biggest reasons why I think you should definitely check out this film, is absolutely Mikey Madison. You can really tell why Sean Baker written this role for her. After seeing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Scream, after those films, you can understand why Sean Baker has written this lead for her, because she is perfection in this film. If she does not get nominated for Best Actress of this year, I would be disappointed, because this is one of the best acted actresses that I have seen in 2024. This is one of those characters that you're definitely following along with. It's a coming of age story in a way, about a character basically learning in a way about the real world and all that stuff. And she is still young. She is still basically learning. She loves being a sex worker, and when she's into this romance with this rich kid, and things happening after that, which I'm not going to spoil. This is a very vague review. Even though I did told about the plot synopsis, there's a lot of things happening in Anora. You see her life change for the better, and seeing her fairy tale just slowly coming to an end, and following Anora's character throughout start to finish is really well written in this film. And Mikey Madison, she is phenomenal in this film. She is fantastic, and once again, I can understand why Sean Baker chose her. Because after you watch this film, you're like, yes, I don't see anyone else playing this type of role except for Micah Madison. She's just fantastic in the film. She's why I think this film is probably going to be my top 5 favorite films of the year, because this is one of the best acted actresses that I have seen this entire year. I gotta say, the rest of the cast in this movie is great. The actor who played Ivan in this film, the love interest of Nora, he is great. Fantastic in this film. He plays a very spoiled rich kid that wants to get what he wants, but he has an excellent chemistry with Micah Madison in this film. And I find his character also really hilarious in this film at a couple of moments. There are some cute moments with him too, but also there are some hilarious line deliveries that he presented that I find really freaking hysterical. Also, there are 3 goons in this film. Not gonna spoil what they do in the film. Definitely not. But has a great chemistry with the characters, and I think they are, to me, the funniest characters of this movie. Absolutely. These characters cracked me up so much that my face is literally numb from laughing this hard. But I gotta say, every single actor in this film has great chemistry with one another, and the dialogue of Nora felt real to me. There's a lot of really crazy moments that I feel like the deliveries from other characters felt very believable. And that's what I liked about this movie, the way Sean Baker develops this movie. This is one of those really twisted fairy tale movies that's very wild, very stressful, very fucked up, but also creates, to me, one of the funniest movies that I have seen this entire year. Like I said, my face was numb from laughing this hard in this movie. This is probably the funniest movie that I have seen this year. The whole audience was crying with laughter because I think the dark comedy absolutely works in this movie. Every single moment in this film, when it comes to the comedy, my god, there's a lot of dark comedy in this film that is so hilarious that, seriously, I just wanted to walk out of this film and take a break of how funny the film is. It's a very stressful comedy, in a way, because the situation that the characters are in are very stressful in the film, but at the same time, I was feeling stressful from laughing this hard. It's one of those comedies that I felt like it's very different from other comedies I have seen. It's a stressful comedy. You know, it's a wild comedy. When you watch this movie, you know what I'm talking about, because I'm trying to keep this review as vague as possible, but there is a scene that goes for, I would say, half an hour that takes place in a mansion, and it doesn't stop with comedy. And it's very dark comedy. And I was fucking cracking up hilariously, but there's a lot of great comedy in this film, but also there are some good emotional scenes in this film as well. The film definitely goes in ways where I was not expecting, because like I said, I went to this movie blind, not knowing anything, and I feel like this is that perfect type of film to see blind. It's a twisted Cinderella story with sex workers, and the way that Sean Baker develops this film is absolutely brilliant. If I have, to me, one little nitpick and issue with the film, is that the film definitely is a little bit slow to get to what the main thing is about in this film, because the film definitely sets it up. It definitely sets it up a bit slowly, and I wouldn't say it's boring. This film is definitely not boring. Absolutely not from start to finish, but you can definitely feel the pacing. This is a long film, and you definitely do feel the pacing. But it's a nitpick. It's really a nitpick, because I didn't really care too much about it, because holy shit, guys, Nora really blew me away. This is absolutely one of my favorite comedies of this year, but also this is a complete masterpiece that came out this year, and this will definitely be high on my list on my favorite films of the year. This film absolutely blew me away, especially Micah Madison. This is her film. This is her chance to shine. I can understand why Sean Baker chose this actress and written this role for her, because this role is absolutely meant for her. This is a twisted rom-com film that has a lot of crazy scenes, a lot of stressful scenes, but also a lot of hilarious and heartwarming scenes as well. The story of the film, without spoiling it, I'm keeping this review as vague as possible, the story of the film, especially throughout the second act, it's really freaking well done. And absolutely Sean Baker feels like he knows what he's doing when it comes to this film. And I can understand there's going to be a certain amount of people that are going to find this film way too stressful for them or will give them headaches, because this film is crazy. This film is wild. To me, on the other hand, I had such a great time with Nora, and I think this is definitely one of the masterpieces that came out in 2024. Absolutely go see this film, especially if you're Sean Baker fans, or if you want to see a really fucked up, twisted rom-com, this film is definitely for you. I gotta say, Nora, to me, is a masterpiece. I I swear to God, Micah Madison, if she does not get effing nominated for Best Actress, I'm gonna get mad because she absolutely deserves it for this movie. Micah Madison, she better be in more leads. This is her first lead film, and she absolutely crushes it. So guys, that is my review for Nora. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay? Or you find this film overrated with some people? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel notified for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.